Good afternoon, Honorable Lordship, Ladyship, physically present and via video conferencing from respected benches and all the dignitaries present today. May I seek permission of the Honorable the Chief Justice to commence the full court farewell ovation?
Yes.
May I request Sri Shukla, Deputy Solicitor General of India at Nagpur bench to speak a few words at this occasion.
Greetings and profound respect to the Honorable Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Justice Sri Chandrasekhar, Honorable Judges of the Bombay High Court, Honorable Justice Kilor, Administrative Judge, High Court of Bombay, Bench at Nagpur, Honorable Justice Jawalkar, retired High Court judges, family members of Honorable Justice Jawalkar, learned Additional Solicitor General, learned Advocate General, senior advocates, President and members of High Court Bar Association, learned members of the bar, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A farewell speech is never easy, especially when it is for someone whose presence has left a profound impact on our institution, our fraternity, and most importantly, the junior members of our bar. Justice Jawalkar is a symbol of dedication and commitment, and also one of defiance against adversities to make justice accessible to everyone before her ladyship. Her ladyship's intellectual depth has always reflected in clarity, balance, and sensitivity of her judicial approach. Before ascending the bench, Justice Jawalkar served the legal profession with distinction as an advocate, office bearer of the Bar Association, and also as an academician. Her association with the legal fraternity of Nagpur has always remained warm and inspiring. Members of the bar fondly remember her accessibility, discipline, and encouraging guidance. Her ladyship's judicial career has been equally remarkable. From being directly selected from the bar as a district judge to holding several important assignments across Maharashtra, her ladyship discharged every responsibility with dignity and efficiency. Whether as a judge of the family court, joint charity commissioner, principal district judge, or the first chief lady judge of the small causes court at Mumbai, Justice Jawalkar consistently demonstrated compassion tempered with firmness and authority balanced with fairness. Her nomination by the Honorable Supreme Court of India and the National Judicial Academy for an academic exchange program in Australia was itself a recognition of her judicial caliber and contribution to the institution. After her elevation to the bench of the Bombay High Court in December 2019, her ladyship continued to uphold the finest traditions of this court. Members of the bar have always appreciated her patience in hearing matters, her courteous demeanor in court, and her commitment to ensuring that every litigant receives a fair opportunity to be heard. Her courtroom reflected discipline, preparedness, and above all, respect for the institution and for the lawyers appearing before her. What stands out most about Justice Jawalkar is the quiet dignity with which her ladyship carried herself throughout her career. Her ladyship led not merely through authority, but through integrity and grace. Today's farewell, however, is not an end to her ladyship's journey in public service. We are heartened to know that after demitting office as a judge of this August court, Justice Jawalkar will continue to contribute to the justice delivery system as the presiding officer of the College and University Tribunal of Rashtrasangh Tukdoji Maharaj, Nagpur University. The students, teachers, and academic institutions appearing before the tribunal will undoubtedly benefit from her ladyship's vast judicial experience, wisdom, and balanced approach. I extend deepest gratitude to the Honorable Justice Jawalkar for her invaluable contribution to the judiciary and the legal system. We sincerely wish her ladyship continued success in this new chapter of service. I also extend great respect and wishes on behalf of the learned Additional Solicitor General, Senior Advocate Anil Singh. Thank you so much.
I now request Sri Devendra Chavan, government pleader at Nagpur bench, to speak a few words at this occasion.
Honorable the Chief Justice, Sri Chandrasekhar, Honorable Sri Justice Anil Kilor, the Senior Administrative Judge, his companion judges sitting in front of me, and all his judges' friends all across the benches. My Advocate General, Dr. Milind Sathe, I'm sorry, I'm still in the old mood. Senior members of the bar present here, the office bearers of the Government Pleader Office, Mr. Karthik Shukla, the DSGI, my fellow speakers who will be speaking after me. But of course, the strength of my Lord Justice Jawalkar, the family who is present here. Due respect to all of you, and a very good evening. My Lord, I have been always known to be unconventional when I speak. My Lord. About her career, everybody has already spoken. I don't want to follow the same path. My Lord, I don't know whether all of you recollect or this is sheer coincidence. Today is exactly 1 year, my Lord, when the courtroom B had sneaked into silence, when we had witnessed demission office of his vibrant occupier, then my Lord Justice Avinash Gharote. It happens to be a coincidence, 7th of May again, my Lord. But little did that courtroom knew, my Lord, that next in line was also partner to Justice Gharote, my Lord, will not let vibrations of delivery of justice system, my Lord, go diminish, despite he demitting the office. Right from the day when the leadership took charge of that particular courtroom, my Lord, nobody can complain that any injustice is being done, whosoever, whatever side we have been. The wrath of the court is now normal for us, so no problem. But being calm, composed, and reticent, though basics to her personality, but these traits displayed by her during the hearing of any matter, could never be taken for granted. For she expressed what she meant through her verdicts rendered over the year. I do not recollect, my Lord, having lost your control irrespective of conduct either showed by us or by the litigants in any manner, my Lord. Rather, it was just yesterday, Lordship would recall, my Lord, when we had invited my ladyship to our GP chambers, my Lord, and ladyship was addressing us. One of my colleagues was asked, and ladyship had said that, I'm sorry if I have lost my temper. Pat came a question and a surprise from my Lord Justice Kilor. Mukul, tu kharas ragolis ka yanna kadi? So everybody was shocked that even he was surprised. How could this happen when it comes to Madam Jawalkar? But looking to her personality and an absolute human nature that you always maintained, she passed the muster, I would say, of what was expressed by Lord Denning then, long back in his book, and I quote, one thing a judge must never do, he must never lose his temper, irrespective of what happens in the courtroom. But my Lord, I bow down to that nature which you always followed. Now, my Lord, the Chief Justice, whether it is an accident claim of a victim losing life in front of Darbhanga Sikandrabad Express, my Lord, or unauthorized eviction of traditional forest dwellers from Tadoba Andhri Tiger Reserve, in which then Mr. Shukla used to appear in the matter. Holding that mere presence of a holy cross or a statue of a Jesus in the house is not an evidence of conversion to Christianity, or while holding, my lord, that transition from rural to administrative framework is a legislative function, must be viewed from a lens of a public welfare rather than political conjuncture, or reminding an unsuccessful bidder that, look here, this litigation history and a poor record can be a reason for rejection, my lord, and I can go on and on and on. What I just said and expressed, my lord, is nothing but, I would say, my lord, a tiny little hole in a wall of contribution to the development of law that ladyships have contributed always, my lord. We have witnessed that presence of a ladyship's trust. And, my lord, her wall of eroded judgments have no boundaries, ever. My lord, we know that you are demitting today, but you would always be in our hearts for your presence. Mere presence makes difference. Personalities do not always speak by their loudness or otherwise. Personality speaks by their presence itself, and you are one of them. But we are indeed glad that your ladyship has accepted an appointment as a member of the college tribunal, presiding member. I'm sure there are many who are waiting you to come immediately so that justice can be delivered to them. And I'm so grateful and all the best for a good health and a final bow down.
I now request Shri Parijat Pandey, Member, Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, to speak a few words at this occasion.
Honorable the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Sri Chandrasekhar, Honorable Sri Justice Anil Kilor, Administrative Judge, Nagpur Bench, Honorable Srimati Justice M.S. Jawalkar, all Honorable Judges of the Bombay High Court, learned DSGI, learned Government Pleader, President of the High Court Bar, and President of VLLA, all senior advocates, colleagues, brother and sister advocates who are present here for this ceremonial bench, staff of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have gathered not just to bid farewell, but to celebrate a journey of grace, grit, and greatness. Despite having faced struggles in life, Honorable Ladyship rose to the bench with quiet strength and unshakable resolve. Her patience in the courtroom was as steady as her pursuit of law, or pursuit of justice, calm, quiet, and yet unshakable firm. An academic par excellence, Honorable Ladyship has carried the same perfection into every judgment she wrote and every matter she has conducted and the programs, events so organized. Outside the courtroom, we were privileged to know her as a gracious host and a good cook. Her warmth and culinary skill created bonds that made colleagues feel like family. Honorable Ladyship, you taught us that strength need not be loud, that perfection is a habit, and that justice served with compassion leaves a lasting legacy. Honorable Ladyship, as you retire today, may your next chapter be as fulfilling as the one you close. The bench will miss your wisdom and we will miss your presence. Thank you for your service, your example, and your kindness. On behalf of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, I wish you a good health and happiness.
I request Shri Abhay Sambre, President of High Court Bar Association, to speak a few words at this occasion.
Honorable Chief Justice Sri Chandrasekhar, Honorable Senior Judges of Bombay High Court, Honorable Justice Anil Kilor, Administrative Judge of Bombay High Court Nagpur Bench, Honorable Judges of Bombay High Court, distinguished member of the bar, family members of Justice Jawalkar, and dear friends. Today we gather to bid farewell to Justice Mukilika S. Jawalkar, a distinguished jurist whose remarkable journey from renowned legal family of Nagpur continue to inspire many. Her unwavering dedication to justice, humility, and legal acumen have left an incredible mark on judiciary and legal fraternity. Justice Jawalkar's career has been a testament to determination and excellence. She has a keen interest in academics. Her dedication to academics was not merely confined to the book or examination, it reflected a lifelong commitment to learning, discipline, and intellectual growth. Even amidst the demanding responsibility of judicial service, she continued to value study, reflection, and pursuit of excellence. Given that her academic record has already been elaborated, I will refrain from further elaboration. Her academic inclination inspired not only her colleagues and junior, but also countless young aspirants who looks up to her as a symbol of perseverance and scholarship. She proved that true education is not limited to qualifications alone, but it reflected in one's ability to think with clarity, act with integrity, and serve society with wisdom. It is pertinent to note here that she has a keen interest in constitutional law, which is reflected in her unwavering faith in the values and principle of natural justice. Her understanding of constitutional principles brought depth and balance to her judicial reasonings, and her decision consistently upheld the dignity of law and right of individuals. Being one of the topper of Maharashtra judiciary examination was not only just achievement, it was a tantamount to her intelligence and hard work. At the young stage in her career, she set up a benchmark of excellence that would continue define her professional journey. This remarkable accomplishment reflected not only her academic brilliance, but also her disciplined approach, clarity of thought, and unwavering commitment to the legal profession. Over the years, she carried this same spirit of excellence into her judicial service, earning the respect and admiration of colleagues, advocates, and litigants alike. Beyond her achievements and professional excellence, what truly distinguished her was her gentle nature and compassionate heart. She carries herself with grace, humility, and quiet strength, marking every individual around her to feel respected and heard. Her soft spoken demeanor was never a sign of weakness, but rather a reflection of patience, wisdom, and emotional maturity. She treated colleagues, court staff, advocate, and litigants with kindness and empathy, creating an atmosphere of dignity and warmth wherever she served. In a profession often marked by presence and rigidity, her caring nature stood as as a reminder that humanity and compassion are equally important pillar of justice. Her words brought comfort, her presence inspired confidence, and her conduct left the lasting impact on everyone fortunate enough to know her. Justice Jawalkar's brilliance in the matter relating to the Maharashtra Public Trust Act is practically noteworthy. It is noteworthy to mention that my first interaction with her ladyship took place in 1988 during the first year of my law college. I should remind that despite passage of 38 years, her gentle and soft-spoken nature has remained unchanged. As she step into retirement, we express our deepest gratitude for her dedicated service, her wisdom, and her unwavering commitment to justice. Her absence from the bench will be deeply felt. However, her legacy will continue to inspire generations of legal professionals. While the judiciary will undoubtedly miss her presence, the enduring impact of her contribution will remain. Justice Jawalkar, we wish you good health, happiness, fulfillment of in the years to come. Your wisdom, guidance, and faith in justice delivery system will always remain with us. Thank you for your service, your integrity, and for being the true guardian of the justice. My best wishes. Thank you very much.
I now request Srimati Uma Bhattad, President of Vidarbha Lady Lawyers Association, to speak a few words at this occasion.
Good afternoon. Honorable Justice of Bombay High Court, Sri Chandrasekhar, Justice Anil Kilor, Administrative Judge of Bombay High Court, Nagpur Bench, Honorable Justice Mukulika Jawalkar, all Honorable Judges of Bombay High Court, Senior Counsel, esteemed members of the bar, distinguished guests, and everyone present here. On behalf of Vidarbha Lady Law Association, it's my privilege to stand here today and reflect upon a journey that has inspired not only generation of lawyers but the entire legal fraternity. Before relating the bench with distinction, the Honorable Justice Mukulika Jawalkar was an active, dedicated member of our association as the former secretary of Vidarbha Lady Lawyers Association. Ladyship worked tirelessly to build the voice of women in the legal profession. During her tenure, Ladyship organized Parivarik Lok Adalat for matrimonial district associate with National Commission for Women. Filed petition addressing issue of sexual harassment, conducted a legal awareness program for general public, provided guidance and legal education to junior advocates. Her courtroom was not merely a place of legal argument, but a space where value were upheld, where patience blended with wisdom, and firmness was always balanced with compassion. For many young lawyers, especially women advocates, ladyship has been more than a judge. She has been a mentor, a guide and source of inspiration. As a member of Vidarbha Lady Law Association, we feel and added a sense of pride that one of our own rose to such great heights while carrying forward the ethos of our association, empowerment, excellence, and ethical practice. Justice is not only about delivering judgments, it is about touching lives with fairness, dignity, and humanity. Ladyship, your retirement from the bench marks the conclusion of a well-known judicial career, but certainly not the end of your influence. The legacy you have behind will continue to inspire courtrooms and countless aspiring lawyers for years to come. We are confident that new chapter of your life will be equally impactful and fulfilling. On behalf of Vidarbha Lady Law Association, I extend our deepest gratitude for your service, your leadership, and your inspiration. We wish you good health, happiness, and continued success in all future endeavors. Thank you.
I humbly request the Honorable the Chief Justice to speak a few words on this occasion.
My esteemed sisters and brother judges, senior brother and sister judges at Aurangabad, Nagpur, and Goa benches and circuit bench of Bombay High Court, my esteemed sister Justice Mukulika S. Jawalkar, family members of Sister Justice Jawalkar, Mr. Kartik Sukul, Deputy Solicitor General of India, Nagpur bench, Sri Devendra Chauhan, Government Pleader, Nagpur bench, Mr. Parijat Pandey, Member Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Mr. Nitin Thakkar, President, Bombay Bar Association, Prashant A. Relekar, President, Advocates Association of Western India, Mr. Nilesh Modi, President, Bombay Incorporated Law Society, Mr. Abhay Sambre, President, High Court Bar Association, Nagpur, Mrs. Uma Bhattar, President, Vidarbha Lady Lawyers Association, Registrar General, Registry members of the High Court, officers of the High Court Legal Services Committee, Mediation Center, Malsa and its team, senior advocate, engineer, learned members of the bar, all present here. We have gathered here to express our gratitude to a distinguished judge of this court, Honorable Srimati Justice Mukulika S. Jawalkar, who is set to demit office during the summer vacation on 25th of May 2026. This occasion is not merely to bid farewell to an individual, but to reflect upon a life and its journey, a life dedicated to the constitutional promise of justice. The life of a judge is, by design, one of the restraint. Much of what is done is not seen. Much of what is thought is not spoken. The discipline of this office demands that recognition be secondary to responsibility. And yet, when such a career draws to a close, it becomes both necessary and befitting that we acknowledge with respect and humility the enduring imprint that has been left upon this court and upon the administration of justice. Honorable Srimati Justice M.S. Jawalkar's journey in law is one marked by diligence, academic excellence, and a steady commitment to the discipline of justice. Enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa in September 1989, Sister Jawalkar commenced practice at Nagpur, where she handled a wide variety of matters including civil litigation, service matters, and she appeared also before the proceedings in the Charity Commissioners Court and Industrial Court. These formative years at the bar shaped Sister Jawalkar's understanding of both the letter of law and the realities of litigation. Her elevation to the district judiciary as a district judge in May 2008 marked the beginning of a distinguished judicial career on the bench. Over the years, she discharged her responsibilities with dedication and clarity, earning the respect of the bar and the confidence of litigants. Justice Jawalkar adorned the bench of the Bombay High Court with distinction since taking oath on 5th December 2019. The hallmark of her judicial work has been a rare combination of intellectual rigor and humane sensitivity. Her judgments have reflected not only a mastery of legal principles, but also a deep awareness of human realities that underlie each case. In a system often burdened by complexity and delay, Sister Jawalkar brought clarity, efficiency, and above all, fairness. As a judge of the Bombay High Court, she presided over diverse jurisdictions and authored judgments marked with analytical in-depth and constitutional sensitivity. Sister Jawalkar, in her judicial career spanning about 6.5 years in the High Court, decided nearly 11,000 cases. The law reports bear testimony to her erudition. In reflecting upon Sister Jawalkar's judicial career, one is reminded that the true measure of a judge lies not in the volume of judgments delivered, but in their lasting impact. The precedents Justice Jawalkar has set will continue to guide the courts and the council alike. More importantly, they will continue to serve the larger purpose of ensuring that justice remains accessible, intelligible, and equitable. Members of the bar will readily at least agree that Sister Jawalkar's court was one in which every counsel, senior or junior, was heard with patience and respect. In an adversarial system, such an atmosphere is indispensable to proper administration of justice. Courtesy on the bench is not a mere virtue, it is a necessity. It assures litigants that their cause has been fully and fairly considered. Sister Jawalkar knew this deeply and practiced it consistently. As the Chief Justice, I wish to place on record that it has been a privilege to have been associated with Sister Justice Jawalkar at the Bombay High Court, and her presence has contributed greatly to the spirit of collegiality. Sister Jawalkar's insights, a sense of balance, and a deep commitment to the institution have been invaluable. As we bid farewell to her, it is also appropriate to recognize the personal qualities that have been endeared Sister Jawalkar to all who have had the privilege of working with her. Her humility, quiet dignity, inner strength, and unwavering sense of propriety have enriched this institution in the ways that go beyond the written word. The registry has been benefited from her administrative insights. We, the colleagues, have valued her counsel, and the bar has respected her fairness. Retirement is often described as the cessation of office, but it is in truth the continuation of a legacy. The wisdom gained over the years on the bench does not diminish with retirement. It assumes a new form. Whether through a scholarship, mentorship, or public service, Sister Jawalkar's experience will undoubtedly continue to contribute to the legal community and the society at large. Retirement is also a moment of transition. The demands of judicial office are exacting, often leaving little time for oneself or for the family. It offers an opportunity to reclaim that lost time, to pursue long deferred interests, and to spend moments with loved ones, and to reflect upon a life of meaningful service. It is our earnest hope that this new phase brings Sister Jawalkar fulfillment, peace, and continued engagement in pursuit that brings her joy. The institution the Sister Jawalkar leaves behind stands stronger for her presence. The corridors of this court, the courtrooms where Sister Jawalkar has presided, and the records that bear her judgments will continue to remind us of her contributions. While Sister Jawalkar's physical presence on the bench will be missed, her influence shall always endure. On behalf of my sister and brother judges at the Bombay High Court, at Aurangabad, Nagpur, Goa benches, and the circuit bench at Kolhapur, and also on my own behalf, I extend the deepest appreciation for Sister Jawalkar's dedicated service. We acknowledge with gratitude the sacrifices that such a career entail, not only by individual, but also by the family that supports and sustains the journey. We wish Sister Justice Mukulika S. Jawalkar good health, happiness, and many years of purposeful engagement ahead. May she continue to inspire, guide, and contribute in ways that reflect the same dedication and integrity that have defined her judicial career. Thank you.
May I now request Honorable Srimati Justice M.S. Jawalkar to respond to the farewell ovation.
Good evening, all of you. Thank you, Chief. Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Anil S. Kilor, the Senior Administrative Judge of this court, my esteemed brothers and sister judges present here and connected through VC, respected Deputy Solicitor General of India, Shri K.N. Shukul, respected Government Pleader, Shri D.V. Chavan, Shri Parijat Pandey, Member, Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Shri Abhay Samre, President, High Court, Bar Association, Nagpur, Srimati Uma Bhattar, President of Vidarbha Lady Lawyers Association, Nagpur, all respected senior advocates and members of the High Court Bar Association, Advocate General Shri Sate, Milind Sate sir, member of the Bar Council of India, officers and staff of the registry, thank you all for the kind words you have spoken about me today. I am overwhelmed. Thank you all for your love and affection. Today, my heart is filled with gratitude and emotions. The High Court has been my foundation, my guide, and the place where I have grown not only as an advocate or a judge, but also as a human being. The lessons learned here at the High Court, the guidance, support, and the shared sense of duty have molded my journey in ways I will always cherish. I am very grateful to God for giving me the opportunities, for the strength in difficult situations, and for molding me into who I am today. Without His grace, none of this journey would have been possible. This institution has given me innumerable things. I have learned that the work of a judge is not only to interpret the law, but also to uphold the faith people have in the justice delivery system. In fact, their hopes and trust to approach us in search of justice make us to deliver every judgment with profound sense of responsibility and relief oriented. The path does require discipline and commitment, but the trust the people repose in us make every challenge worthwhile. My heart is full of gratitude toward this court for the mentorship and guidance I have received here. I extend my sincere thanks to the Honorable Chief Justice for the trust and confidence reposed in me. I extend my gratitude to Shri Bhushan Gavai, former Chief Justice of India, for his constant guidance and encouragement, which has made lasting impact in my journey. I would also like to thank my colleagues for their wisdom, encouragement, and companionship. I am deeply grateful to my parents who have molded me into who I am today. My family and friends whose love, patience, and support have made this journey less challenging. I also thank my daughter Rajasi and son-in-law Shubham for standing by me, for understanding my long hours of work, and for being my strength. I had the privilege to be the first Chief Lady Judge of the Small Causes Court and privilege of becoming Joint Charity Commissioner Greater Bombay Region and the privilege of being appointed as a Guardian Judge for the Family Court. It was great experience for me. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the staff of this court, the registries, secretaries, and the staff attached to my office, my judicial research assistants, law interns, and all members of administrative team. Your dedication, diligence, and quiet support ensures that justice is delivered smoothly every day. Your efforts often go unnoticed, but they are very valuable, and I am grateful to each one of you. I also extend my sincere thanks to the staff of my official residence, especially Sri Saurabh Vadai, Sri Allad Naik, Mrs. Vanita Maske, and driver Sri Anil Gabnev for their dedicated services and support over the years. I must say that the juniors in Nagpur bench are having great potential to become renowned successful lawyers. However, they must keep in mind that the advocacy is not the source of income only, but also a noble profession by which they can give voice to the oppressed people and aim at dispensation of justice. As a lawyer, I would like to remind you that you bear a responsibility to the Constitution, to justice, and to truth. Therefore, speak fearlessly, stand for what is right, give voice to the voiceless, and uphold the proud legacy of this code. Your integrity and courage will leave a great impact on the society. The essence of the judiciary lies not in the position we hold, but in the impact we make on the lives of those who seek justice. It resides in fairness, integrity, and compassion. I used to get excited when the matters of senior counsels were listed before me. Their articulated arguments, explanation, and interpretation of provisions always gave a broader vision and unfolded the provisions with new facets. Junior advocate must attend the matters wherein seniors are appearing. It helps in many ways to shape their advocacy. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all the love, affection, encouragement, and support. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve this institution. I retire with pride, humility, and deep faith in the future of our judiciary. Thank you. Jai Hind.
With the kind permission of the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I declare the full court ovation ceremony as over. I express my sincere thanks to all the Honorable Lordships, Ladyship, and all the dignitaries present here, physically and virtually, to have graced the occasion. And I declare that the full court ovation ceremony is over.